Maybe you know this problem. You just started with native ads, but it's not profitable yet and you don't know exactly what to do. In this video, I will introduce you to the bottleneck method. You will learn exactly how to improve your campaign performance and make a negative campaign positive. By the way, this is applicable for every platform like Taboola and Outbrain, and it's also applicable, doesn't matter in which niche you are. So if you're an e-com, lead gen, arbitrage or affiliate, it's going to help you. Hi everyone, my name is Marcel Sattler. I'm the founder of nativeadvertising.net and here on YouTube of the largest channel about nothing but native. And a very common question is, hey, I just started with native ads, doesn't matter on which platform, and the results are not there where I want to have them yet. And before you freak out, let me tell you something that's pretty normal. So it's very normal that when you start today with your native advertising campaign, doesn't matter on the platform, then you are usually not profitable from the very first day. So it's very hard to get first day profit results. Very common here is that it's a process until you're profitable. And this is also like a natural sorting out mechanism because many people are dropping off there, they are leaving the field, and just a few people are left. But let me explain you a bit more detailed how it works. So as soon as you start with native, you start very, very broad and then you have to narrow down the funnel. And it looks like a normal funnel, that's the funny thing here. So you have to cut off things like wrong placements, wrong sites. You have to turn off a few ads. You have to optimize the devices, the networks, the states, whatever. And with this, you can get better and better results week by week. Normally it takes something between 2 and 4 weeks to get break even or profitable with your native advertising campaign. So be aware, if you start today with a very new account from scratch, then it might take 2, 4, 5 weeks until you're profitable. And you need the cash and liquidity until then to survive. So if you need money tomorrow, then native ads might not be the best fit for you. However, now in our fictional idea, you started with native ads and now the question is how you can make it profitable. And before you dig in and try to turn around everything, very important here, keep calm. Don't stress out. It's not going to help you if you stress out here and try to change everything. Native ads is not like a sport car. A sport car, if you're behind the wheel and you make a small change with 200 kilometers per hour or so, then every small movement has a big impact. And with native, it's not the case. Native is like a big container ship. It takes a while until the ship has 20 knots. But as soon as the ship has 20 knots, it's very hard to stop the boat. And here it's the same. Native is a big vessel. It's not like a super sporty car with 300 miles per hour or 200 miles per hour. It's a big container ship. It takes a while until it starts, but as soon as it has momentum, then it's hard to stop it or to slow it down. Let me explain you how we work in our agency. So we have something which is called the bottleneck method. In the bottleneck method, we try to look where's the issue. So if that's the whole funnel here, then you have different steps. You have the ads here. Then you have here something like the advertorial. You have the ads, advertorial. Then you have something like the offer page. And here you have the conversion or the checkout page. And then we try to look, okay, what are the industry results? So what should be the CTR for the ads? What should be the CTR for the advertorial? What's the conversion rate for the offer page? And so on and so forth. And based on that, we see, okay, we have an issue here at the advertorial. Our click-through rate is too low. And this is a very important thing because I see with many people who start from scratch, they are like, okay, my campaign is not going to work. So I have to change the ads. I have to change that, this, that. But they change something which might work. But this is like a phone number, if you try to call me and that's my phone number, 456. And instead of the 3 here, you have a 4. It's not going to work. It's just one number is wrong, but it's not going to work. And it's pretty similar with native. So you need to see and understand where's the bottleneck, then isolate the problem and fix it. Don't fix the whole funnel. Don't try to turn around everything because with that, you might turn around something which is working. And I know what you're asking yourself now, okay, but where I get the numbers from? What's the standard? What numbers I should aim for? And in this video, I will exactly explain you the most important things which you have to double check. And if they're working out for you pretty well, then the whole funnel will be profitable if you do the optimizations correctly. So first things first, when it comes to the ads, I always recommend you to have different campaigns. For mobile, you can also add here plus tablet, and for desktop. I explained the reason already in different other videos. Check them out on my channel. So this is very important here. Another important thing I always recommend is in each campaign, you have 3 headlines plus 3 images. By the way, the images and the headlines are the same in both campaigns. Don't try to make something separate for mobile or for desktop. So overall, you have 9 ads. And here I can just recommend you in the beginning, keep it simple. Don't try to over engineer something here. Keep the headline under 60 characters. Don't use too much AI. Try to use normal pictures, put them together, see what's easy understandable and easy visible for the eye. Because always imagine you're looking into a grid and also older people are looking on that and they have to see it pretty easily. So it has to jump out in a positive way so people can see, okay, yeah, that's my problem, or that looks interesting to me. Hey, stop. Before we continue, a little advertisement for myself. I would extremely appreciate if you liked that video and if you give me a thumbs up. And of course, if you're not a subscriber yet, then please hit the subscribe button. That helps me to produce more and more content about nothing but native here on YouTube, totally for free. Thank you very much, highly appreciate it. So that's the basic setup here when it comes to the ads, and one important KPI to at least to understand if your ads are good or bad is the CTR. It's the click-through rate. And this number should not be too low. If it's too low, it means the topic might not be relevant, or it's not clickbaity enough, or the title is not interesting. Can have multiple reasons. And if it's too high, that's usually a sign that you run on push traffic. And push traffic is in the majority of cases something you want to avoid. So if your CTR is around 0.2, 0.3, then it sucks. It should not be the case. On the other hand side, if it's too high, if your CTR is around 2, 2.5, 3%, that's a sign that you might have push traffic in your sites or sections. So check this out. So you should aim for a CTR of around 0.8 to 1.2%. But very important here, always keep in mind, these are very generalistic numbers. There are differences between mobile and tablet and desktop. There are differences in each country. There are differences for every niche, for every vertical. Just keep that in mind. But I can tell you if your CTR is around 4%, something is going wrong. And if it's around 0.1 or something like that, then the ads or the topic sucks. Let's make it concrete. If you have a CTR of 0.15%, then you know, okay, my bottleneck are definitely the ads. So what you have to change, you have to make it more clickbaity, more aggressive, that more people see the ad and click on the ad. So if you have done this successfully, if you have implemented that successfully, then a couple of days later, check out the campaign and you should see an increasement of the CTR here. And with this, you can solve the first bottleneck and continue to the next one until your campaign is profitable. But we are not done yet. So let's continue to the next step, which is the advertorial. And when it comes to the advertorial, I always recommend to have at least 3 advertorials. And all of them should be look and feel a bit differently. What I mean by that, let's say you have a supplement to lose weight. Then I personally would do the following strategy here. Start with 1 advertorial in a newspaper style, more neutrally written, 1 advertorial in a personal blog perspective. Hey, my name is Paul, I'm 65 years old and I was fat, and thanks to this medication or thanks to these supplements, I'm slim now. Basically like this, of course, not one by one, but this is the very simple breakdown of that. And last but not least, a doctor or something like this who recommends those pills or supplements. So you have 3 very different styles here, and then you can analyze which one has the highest CTR, which one might be the most relevant one, and then you can create lookalikes of that one. So for example, if you see the amateur-like blog article of Paul is working the best, then just create more Pauls, create an Emma, create Lara, whatever. create different kind of lookalikes of that. And with this, you can increase the performance every week or every quarter, whatever. So free advertorials, you can rotate them in idle case, and the KPI you're aiming for here is on average a CTR of 15%. If you have more, if you have like 20 or 22, that's awesome. But it should not be around 10, 8%. If it's like around 8, 10, 12%, that's too low. And with this, you definitely lose money, because that means if the CTR on the advertorial is too low, that means you have people, and if the ads are not the problem, that means you bring people here to the advertorials, but at the advertorial, you lose these people. And that costs you a lot of money, because believe it or not, if you increase the CTR on the advertorial of a few percent, this can decide if you will lose a lot of money or earn a lot of money. Very important here to check out the CTR of the advertorial and aim for 15, 18, 20%. Again, here, little disclaimer, depends always on the niche, depends on the device, depends on many, many circumstances, but these numbers are general applicable. So these are the two most important bottlenecks we see, and with this bottleneck method, you can increase your results pretty quickly without changing the whole campaign structure. With this, you can really keep it very simple, very straightforward, and iterate the process super, super quickly. I hope you liked that video, and if you want to learn more about native ads, then check out nativeadvertising.net and of course my YouTube channel here, where you have a lot of videos totally for free about nothing but native. Have a good one. See you next time.